Proud to be from Vicksburg, Mississippi, and he's right. Scott's right. The first shoes were paired there. Unfortunately, my wife accuses me of having two left feet at all times, so it hadn't gone very well for me. First, good morning, everybody. It's good to be back with all of y'all, and it's good to be here with Mississippi's business leaders who not only talk about economic development, y'all actually hire people. You put Mississippians to work. Job creation starts in this room. Job creation starts with you. This past year we've been real busy, and I want to cover some of the things that we did this past year. First of all, we regulated security dealers. We returned hundreds of parcels of tax forfeited property to the tax rolls. We increased the amount of taxes that were received back by communities. We increased penalties for voter fraud. We proposed campaign finance reform this year. And we also lowered the cost for all Mississippi businesses by making our office the most business technology-friendly office in the country. The best Secretary of State for filing online anywhere is in Mississippi. People need to realize that, and Blake was just complimenting me on the fact that everything's electronic. It holds your costs down. It holds the amount of time you have to spend on dealing with the government, and we're proud of that. But we're not too busy to do one other thing. That was develop y'all business. If you haven't looked at y'all business, and you're behind in the Mississippi business world. Y'all business, we aggregated 21 metropolitan areas in Mississippi and 82 counties. All that information was put in one site. Our site now gets 12 million hits a year. For y'all business, we get 70,000 page views just since we opened it up last year. People are thinking about investing in Mississippi. People from all over the United States, and in fact, all over the world, go on our website. Much like you do on your business, we start by selling Mississippi. And we do that by selling our culture and our people. That's an easy sell for Mississippi. We provide census data on this site for population, age, income levels. We do the quality of schools, transportation. We look at contact information for each county, economic development authorities. We look at thousands of pieces of detailed information about Mississippi. Y'all business is a site for business, particularly small businesses in Mississippi. Because you know, as I know, that when you're armed with the appropriate business information like we give you with y'all business, you'll make a profitable business decision, as you should. That's why, in addition to that, y'all businesses has something nobody else has. We have consumer data, and we can tell you what your per capita income level is somewhere. We can tell you what your real estate levels are. We can tell you what your schools do. We can tell you how many men and women buy clothes, and by the way, men spend more on clothes than women do. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's hunting stuff. In any event, we can tell you how many people buy bottled water, and we can tell you how many people bought on the internet. We can tell you how many people buy used automobile parts, and it's all on the internet, and it's all free. It's free to you. You just have to open it and look at it. I know that Mississippi businesses can compete with the rest of the world. We're in a worldwide economy, and our competition is not only around the corner, it's over the ocean. It's all through the whole United States of America. Lastly, I want to talk to you about one other thing about Mississippi on November the 8th. I want to make, in this presidential election, I want to make one thing abundantly clear. Mississippi's election is not going to be rigged. If you go and look on election day, there'll be 10,000 Mississippians out working in all these polling booths. They've all been trained. We instituted a constitutional voter ID in Mississippi. Therefore, in Mississippi, we don't have dead people voting anymore. It's not rigged. But not in Mississippi. We have provided 5,300 individuals with voter IDs in Mississippi. We didn't disenfranchise anybody. We enfranchised Mississippi voters to come and cast their ballot by having an ID issued by the state of Mississippi. We welcome people here. There's 7,000 voting machines out there. And despite what you may hear on Fox or any of these other ones, none of those are controlled by the Russians. We control them all in the precincts. They're not connected to the internet. There'll be no hacking in Mississippi of the voter election for President of the United States. 82 circuit clerks, 410 election commissioners, and 10,000 people hard at work on putting up your presidential election. Our office will be in 40 different counties. We're no further than an hour away from any precinct in Mississippi. Y'all should be assured we're going to be vigilant in this election. There are attempts to get your information, and I'm not going to dodge that. In the last month, we've had over 5,000 attempts to penetrate the statewide election management system that keeps your personal data. It keeps your information about who you are, where you are, birth date, last 4 digits, or your social security number. We fight that battle every day. Other states have had problems with it, but not Mississippi. It'll be right on Election Day. We continue to fight for your information and for your personal information. Last thing I want to tell you all, voting for President of the United States is not optional on November the 8th. It shouldn't be optional. One of those candidates is your choice. You have to go and cast your ballot and make your choice. On November the 8th, if you will remember, there are many men and women of the armed forces that will be getting up that morning, and they'll be fighting to protect your right to get in your truck and go down the road in 10 minutes and cast your ballot. Some of them may not even be alive when you cast your ballot and when we count them. You owe it to them. Don't let them down. Don't let people who are defending your right to cast a ballot down. You go vote. I want to thank you all for having me today, and also don't forget to bring your ID. Thank you.